evening, everybody. It's Sammy here at Sammy J Stitches, and tonight is going to be a hot mess. So, I'm at work at a new site, and at this new site, I have another. You can kind of see their guard check right there. They're not a guard. They're here about gas safety because it's um, a location that has multiple things going on, so there's higher risk of things like that. Um, so they're here to monitor that. But she and I have been like hanging out, so I haven't had a. It's been crazy. Let's just say that I've been busy, and I also have to think that there could be somebody watching me right now with this video, and that's always a thing for me. So I try not to record with my husband's home because he might walk in. It bothers me. So anyway, it's been a wild and crazy week, and I've been stitching, but some things I can't show you, and some things I didn't get a lot of progress done, but they're worked on. That's my main goal for the month, is to try and touch on each and every one of my projects. I don't know that I'm gonna succeed this month, but I'm still touching something new every day. On top of my focus piece, which is just a little behind right now. I should have it caught up before the end of the month. Today is July 26th, by the way. And then, of course, I'm sticking with my 100 days of hate. I've been doing really well with that. Some days it's 30 stitches. Lately, I literally, like last night, all I did was my parked threads for that block. That still gave me 90 stitches, but, or tonight I'll fill in the rest of that block. Am I going to get to the parked threads in the next block? I don't know. But at least I'm working on it a little bit every day. And some days I got a lot done on it. And you'll get to see that here in a second. So I'm going to kind of quickly go through my whips, and then I have an announcement. So please try and stay till the end of the video if you can. I do not have any haul this week. I lied. Yes, I do. I have one thing of haul. Hold on. I really got to show you this too, because I literally opened this up and screamed. I was so excited. So I ordered a couple grime guards from Kat that I met at Stitch Away. She is cross stitch chaos on YouTube and Instagram. But her Facebook page is the Buckeye Boutique, and she just started making grime guards. So I decided to request a couple from her, and so you're gonna kind of see my whip because it's on there. I didn't follow Facebook Flosstube rule of don't use it till you show it, because I had to make sure it's gonna fit. So this is like the sketched Disney princesses, which is really awesome. And then I also ordered Marie from Aristocats. She's so cute. Aristocats was my favorite growing up. Beauty and the Beast and Aristocats were my two favorites. But then she sent me a little card to go with it. And, okay, so here's what it looks like. And as soon as I opened it up, a Lisa Frank needle minder. Oh my goodness, I love Lisa Frank. I went crazy for Lisa Frank as a kid. And then I got a cute little card from her. And apparently I was the first one to buy a grime guard from her. So definitely check it out. She has a few pre-made in 8x8 and 8x8 and 11x11. I custom ordered 8x11, and very reasonable, and she made them for me, and then she made them like a go-to size on her thing. One second, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, so I was really excited. For the grime guards, they're really cute, and then for the Lisa Frank needle minder, I was like, oh my gosh. I was excited. Okay, so into whips. Okay, so you've seen my Heaven and Earth design. I'm getting really close to a page finish. I should get it before the 100 days is over, definitely. I think it's estimating the end of August at my current rate. But and so definitely gonna get that page finished. So then we've got my focus piece, which is Christmas Rolls by Lizzie Kate. And there's some tucked in the Q-snap. It doesn't actually look like that. I'm not going to take it out right now because I'm going to work on it here very soon. In my little thing that I keep my floss in, I ran out of this white, which is 712. It also goes in this gift, these 3 gifts down here. And I didn't want to run out and grab it because I wanted to get as much stitching time in before midnight as possible last night. So I just went ahead and moved on to the next block. So working on that one. Going a little fast. Things are crazy. Okay. I didn't have Autumn Wreath and Mini Phantom of the Masquerade to show you last time, so I'll go ahead and show you all this time. This one is also going to be my focus piece next month, so get an idea of how it's going. There we go. So, starting to turn the corner, starting to make that circle, so it starts to look a little more like a wreath. And this is the end of the page. Other hand. So, end of the page on that side, end of the page over here. So, there's that. I'm just going to toss it over there. Not put it back up right now. Mini Phantom of the Masquerade. One of my other Heaven and Earth designs. Working on page, it's actually like page 5, but my second page. So this is completely done to here, all of that. And then I'll start doing my diagonal from there. The one night I worked on it, I was trying to get as much stitching done as possible. And so sticking with one color was really easy to do. And then the next time I worked on it, I went and filled in what was blank in between the one color. So I feel like I can't talk tonight. My brain and my mouth are not communicating very well. I also worked on my Mira mask that I got at the Mirabilia Minions retreat. I had to frog like half of what I did while I was there because I did the wrong color. And where is it? Yes. And then I added that color back, the correct color, and then continued around the mask. So there's that. Hold on, let me fold it this way because you can see through that fabric. I'm going to learn where this camera is eventually. So that's how that's going. So pretty. Angela is like so close to done with hers and it looks so nice. Angela Gibson is Gibbs Girl. I don't think she's done a video in a while, but okay, so this was last worked on during Mania. And it was one of those that I only got a very tiny start on it because it was one of my days off and I don't stitch too well on my days off. Sounds complete opposite than everybody else. And I wasn't sure because when I bought fabric for it, they did not have any fabric big enough to do 2/2. And so I was like, well, maybe I'll just do it 1/1. And then when I started, I was like, I don't know if maybe I should just order a bigger piece of fabric or if I'm going to make it this tiny. The idea of it being tiny was kind of cool, but I wasn't sure. So when I pulled it back out, of course, I hadn't made a decision. I hadn't ordered any more fabric, so I'm like, let's just try and stitch a little more and see what we think. So at this point, I really like it. Part of what I learned is I have to use shorter strands because they'll wear out faster. But look at how cute and tiny that is. Okay, see, it's going to be this long, but not very big, not very tall. So And the only other problem I have is that my white the snowflakes don't show up real well. Like, you can see it, but it's not great. But at the same time, I think it's going to be okay. So I got Santa's Village. That was my goal for that night, was to try and get that finished. And then I got to start on the roof of the house. So I'm going to see if I can bring that a lot closer for y'all. And this is sparkly fabric. I don't have the tag on it anymore. But it's, what was I going to say? I have it written down somewhere. So if you need to know if you like it, just send me a message and I will let you know. Okay, and then the last one, the one I worked on last night, right? Oh no, I've got two more. But everything's all everywhere because I was like, I'm just going to knock this out real quick so I can go do what I need to do. I'm almost completely across the top row. This is a World Postage Stamp by Soda Stitch. So this is just the top border, and then you start doing the stamp. I cannot do this backwards stuff. Stamps. So I was like, maybe I can complete this, because I was too busy talking to really focus on it. But I didn't. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. I have 3 more. I almost did it. Got 3 more to go. And then the night before that, this one was kind of hidden back here. Whew, only 6. Well, in this piece, I've only got 6 minutes. I'm rushing through this, I know, but at least I wanted to, because of my announcement at the end, I wanted to go ahead and get this video up, and then, you know, I can do a longer, better video next week, whatever. You see these projects so much, I don't have to dwell on them too much. Okay, so that's upside down. This was a Mania start that I only put like 10 stitches in, and now I got the whole top of the whale. And it is so cute. Oh my goodness. And I'm learning I can stitch on linen. So that's what this is teaching me. This is Fairy Tale Lands 1. So this is part of the Pinocchio story, you know, the whale that eats him or whatever, where he goes into the belly of. So that is on my whips for this week. Trying to knock out as many as I can before the beginning of the month. The Tour de Stitches is going really well. I'm on Team Hades, and we have some really amazing stitchers in my group. That's all I'm going to say. So, and that's almost over. That'll be over Sunday. Next, Stitch Watts is coming up. I've been going back and forth on whether or not I want to participate. I've been signed up for it from the beginning, and I don't want to say nothing really happened, but there hasn't been a whole lot of focus in there. That's supposed to change. They got new heads of house and new volunteers helping out, and it's Charity, I think is her name. Yeah. Has a whole lot planned, and it all sounds really awesome. My concern, because she even says, she's like, you can make any project fit any theme if you just use your imagination. And if you don't know how to do things like that, go watch one of Jessie Marie's videos, because she can turn, you know, a pumpkin into a carriage like nobody's business. But, so like, for example, the first event is Quidditch. It has to do with sports. I don't have any sports pieces, right? But the one thing I know I will be working on the entire month is Autumn Wreath, because it's going to be my focus piece, right? So I would say something like, my piece is autumn themed, and football is played in the autumn, and that's when we watch football while I'm stitching. There you go. You know, it doesn't, however you can justify it, that's all you have to do. So my main concern here was that when it comes to the classes, she talks about you having to finish the piece for it to count for the class, and I don't have really, but maybe a couple pieces that are even close to a finish. Um, and their themes are a little more specific, so it's not as easy to come up with something like that like it is for the Quidditch event. Um, so I didn't know whether or not I was going to stay in it, but taking classes isn't mandatory. Or I could take the class and fail the class. I don't think you lose points for failing class. And I think you have the entire semester to complete it. It's not like, Quidditch is August 1st to September 3rd. So, long story short, I'm a little reserved about it, but I am going to go ahead and stick with it and see how much help I can give my house and hope I don't cost them too many points, because I have some smalls, but I've really been kind of getting away from it because I like these bigger pieces. So there's that. That was not my announcement, just a heads up. If you are interested in joining Stitch Watts, it is with the Cross Stitch It's Fun group. You do have to join the group, get sorted into a house, and then participate with your house. And like, there's going to be events, there's going to be classes, there's going to be check-ins, like bed checks and stuff. So I am kind of excited to see if it all turns out like she's dreaming for it to be. Because if so, it could be a very spectacular community event. So there's that. So I'm trying to get a little prepared for that. But something even bigger is happening in August. And that is next Friday, August 3rd, I turn 30. It's a little odd to think about. I don't know. I don't see myself as being 30. And some people would be like, that's pretty young. And it is. But it's still, it's like one of those significant changes. You go from being in your 20s to being 30. So, for my birthday, and I've kind of discussed this a little bit before, but, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. It might happen one more time. Okay, so I kind of discussed this a little bit before, but I have laid down, or I've worked out more details of the situation. So what I'm doing is I am doing Sam's, how did I put it? Sam's birthday sleepover, right? Or slumber party. Slumber party, I think, is what I put. So starting at noon on August 3rd, I will be on Google Hangout for 12 hours. So from noon to midnight. If you are so inclined, please join us. I will. So the night of the 2nd, I'm going to kind of play with it. I haven't talked to the person I was going to have help me with it yet, but I'm going to kind of play with it on Tuesday night so I understand exactly how to do it. But on my Instagram, I'm going to put the link to Google Hangout. And so if you need to follow me on Instagram, it's at Sammy J Stitches, all one word. I will make sure for sure that is below. I may even come back in on this video. Well, no, next week's video, because I will put up another video before then. I'll put a link in the description bar of that one in case you're not on Instagram. Interruption number 336. So, as I was saying, I will put a link on Instagram, a link in the description of next week's video. Of course, that'll be on Friday that the link will go in the video, even though the video will post before that. And then, that way, if you are so inclined, you can join me. I know that there is already a couple Flosstubers who have agreed to hang out with me. Um, so Google Hangouts, if you haven't done it before, is everybody video chatting. So you'll be able to see me, you'll be able to see whoever else joins as long as they're using video. You can opt out of video and just have audio so that you're talking with all of us. Or if I can figure out how to get it set up, there should be a way that we can have like a text chat going too, in case you don't want people to hear you or see you. This is how Cross Stitches Fun used to do their Google Hangouts. It is what I'm attempting to do. I will have more information once I play with it and see exactly how to set up everything. So, if you would like, please join me for my birthday, and we will sit back and stitch and chat. I mean, really, it's not going to be much different than if you went to a stitching retreat and you're sitting in the same room as the person, except it's, over the internet. I took the day off so that I could make sure and have the entire day instead of like, okay, I have to stop for a couple hours so I could drive to work and pull it back up. And then what if I got put at a site where I didn't have any service? So took a whole day off. I'll be there from noon to midnight because some people, there's all different hours in the world and work and this, that, and the other. You can come and go. You don't have to stay the whole time. Just whatever works best for you to celebrate my birthday with me. I know for sure I'm going to be doing one new start. I think I might be starting a second new thing. I'm going to shoot for two new starts on my birthday during that, 12 hours. Probably going to see the kids because I'll be at home and they'll be running around and sitting there wanting to be on the video too. And some eating may take place because somewhere in 12 hours I have to eat. So, and if y'all all want to just bring a cupcake with you and eat cake with me, that'd be great too. So I just wanted to put that out there, give everybody an idea that next Friday, August 3rd, from noon to midnight, will be Sam's birthday slumber party. So, I hope somebody joins. Well, I have a couple people that have said, of course we'll join you if you do that. And I hope we get a few more from YouTube. So, that is it. Before I get interrupted for the 1000th time, I'm going to put this all together, upload it as soon as I have enough service, which will probably be in the morning. And I hope y'all have a great stitching week. Thank you for joining me every week, or as often as I put up videos. If you're new here, thank you for coming and enjoying and subscribing. That's it for me. Happy stitching, y'all. Bye.